Hi, and welcome to the very first Transformative Social and Emotional Learning Implementation Virtual Support Session. I'm Shelby Diaz, and I will be guiding you today. I work on the Student Behavioral Health and Wellness team at the SOESD. We will be joined by Erin Green, the program manager of our Student Behavioral Health and Wellness team, for some of our sessions and office hours. She has been my collaborator for our work on the TESEL implementation. The purpose of these sessions and corresponding office hours are to provide support, guidance, and an opportunity for collaboration and resources. You will receive monthly guidance videos with office hours later in the month, which provide a live platform to engage with the SOESD staff, other administrators, and educators to share and explore implementation stories and strategies, opportunities for brainstorming and problem solving, and offering advice. Really, whatever is valuable and relevant to you. In addition, you have access to myself and Erin at any time via email or to schedule a one-on-one meeting. Our contact information is available on PD Networks or on our website. Finally, Erin and I will be attending many trainings far and wide to bring back a variety of resources for district and building administration teams, as well as for our educators. This really is a one-stop shop for all things TESOL. A little more information regarding the office hours. The first session will be next Tuesday, the 17th, from 9 to 10 a.m. The Zoom link is located on PD Networks and will be emailed to you as well. As I mentioned, this time is tailored to meet your needs, but here are some potential reasons you may want to attend. Maybe you're seeking specific resources for your school site or your classroom. Maybe you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or isolated, and you'd like to meet and brainstorm with other administrators or educators. Maybe you want to share resources or experiences, or you have something you'd like to troubleshoot. Maybe you would like some support from the SOESD staff for trainings for supporting your staff. All pre-recorded guidance sessions will be housed on the Student Behavioral Health and Wellness website, which can be accessed from the SOESD website. We will also include the link in our correspondence to you. Just click on the TSEL tab where you can find important links, including one about to be added for our video links. You can also find the videos on our resource library tab. These are available for anyone, anytime, so definitely share widely. Here's a quick snapshot of our virtual support schedule of when videos will be released, posted, and emailed to you, as well as the office hours. This will all also be available on PD Networks. Okay, today we will explore Oregon's Transformative Social Emotional Framework and Standards, which is stage 1 of the implementation. We'll explore an interactive TESOL notebook designed to guide all stakeholders through each stage of the implementation. It also offers region-specific resources and serves as a platform for sharing more information. We'll get into that in just a moment. And of course, I'll be sharing with you more information on how to tap into your TESOL community. All right, starting with introducing the interactive notebook. You will have access to this via our website and in your email. This interactive notebook will be continually updated throughout the year with new information and resources. Remember to update when queued to get the most recent information. You can always use the table of contents to click to specific slides referenced in this guidance. Remember, this will be updated regularly. Now to the meat of our session today, which is to provide an introduction to the TESOL framework and standards, which, as I mentioned, is stage 1 of the implementation. Last June, ODE adopted TESOL, Oregon's Transformative Social Emotional Framework, and it is intended to enact ORS 329.045 and strengthen equity-focused school cultures that support student and adult well-being. Because it provides an intentional focus on the elements of teaching, learning, and cultivating supported classroom cultures, it moves beyond following a curriculum or adding a program. And there is no requirement that schools or districts purchase standalone curriculums or programs. Districts are required to embed TESOL standards into all aspects of the district's work to ensure they meet Division 22 standards by November of 2025 for the 2024-2025 school year. We will be getting more into that further down the road. TESOL standards should also be embedded into the student's education experience throughout the school day, not in isolation for part of the day by one educator. The 4 stages of implementation are Stage 1, awareness, Stage 2, organize, Stage 3, implement, and Stage 4, reflect and improve. The transformative aspect of SEL is rooted in its process of building lasting relationships, co-learning, critical examination, and developing collaborative solutions, leading to personal, community, and societal well-being. Remember, the TESOL standards are an intentional approach that builds on student assets, creates a sense of belonging, and develops agency and identity. It provides partnerships with families and caregivers. The standards provide ongoing formative opportunities for reciprocal feedback that include constructive dialogue, reflection, goal setting, and increasing individual and collective awareness and growth. However, the TESOL standards are not a way to test or identify student deficits. They're not a one-size-fits-all curriculum or an additional program that is added on top of everything else. They are also not meant to decide appropriate behavior or as a means for identifying, tracking, or excluding students in ways that have historically led to disproportionate outcomes for students. Oregon's Transformative Social Emotional Learning provides an ecosystem of resources to aid in implementation through a continuum of supports, including shared practices, technical assistance, and professional learning, student and staff social emotional learning wellness outcomes, and goals for developing and sustaining equitable learning environments. These resources range from national levels to state, regional, and district levels, are provided for parents and families, and are from contributors throughout the state. You can explore resources on all levels and create your own Southern Oregon TESOL resource ecosystem by going to page 10 of your interactive notebook. This is also a great activity to do at a staff meeting. There are 4 components to the TESOL framework. These guiding principles serve as the foundational values and beliefs that are woven throughout the framework to guide decisions about how the transformative social emotional standards are implemented. The conditions for learning and thriving describes how partnerships, policies, and practices cultivate an ecosystem of transformative social emotional learning. Adult TSEL focuses on improving adult well-being, creating a positive work environment, and increasing competence so that adults can teach, model, coach, and nurture SEL with their students. And finally, Student TESOL, which fosters opportunities for students to develop and practice their knowledge, skills, habits, and dispositions. Oregon's TESOL standards are a pathway for nurturing student social emotional learning. Component 1, the guiding principles, are culturally and community responsive, strength-based, trauma-informed, and grounded in neuroscience, so every student and staff member feels a sense of well-being and belonging. Component 2, conditions for learning and thriving, center on cultivating authentic partnerships by fostering collaborative learning among students, families, community organizations, and staff to prioritize open communication, shared decision-making, and responsiveness to meet everyone's needs. crafting equitable policies that enhance student and adult safety, belonging, agency, and well-being, including discipline policies that work to repair harm, foster community healing, and promote problem solving, and create thriving learning environments where adults foster belonging and meaningful learning through engaging experiences, reflection and feedback, and collaboration between students and adults. Component 3 is adult TESOL. We can't forget about our adults. Here we enhance adult well-being to foster positive work environments, build competence, and support adults in embodying, modeling, coaching, and nurturing the TESOL standards for their student growth and development. This can be done by providing appropriate professional learning, as well as integrating the TESOL standards at district and building levels to establish structures and routines across various settings, for example, PLCs, student support teams, even parent-teacher conferences, which foster intentional relationship building, community collaboration, and humanizing our interactions and processes. Finally, adult TESOL. Represented on the right were the 5 CASEL competencies: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making are braided with the TESOL focal constructs of identity, agency, belonging, collaborative problem solving, and curiosity. All students should be able to access the TESOL standards, which we'll get into those soon, regardless of where they are in their transformative social emotional learning development. This includes understanding that stress, toxic stress, and traumatic stress, including racism, oppression, and microaggressions, can impact student social emotional learning. However, we can see that the benefit of integrated social emotional learning increases academic success, and these standards are lifelong and essential employability skills that do not end after grade 12. Okay, now to take a look at the standards. There are 4 standards. Here's how they are written. The standard number, followed by the competency and focal construct, which we just discussed. Next is the standard, which is what a person needs to know, understand, and be able to do. There are then 3 to 4 practices for each standard, which show progress toward achieving the standard with more focused knowledge and skills. Finally, our growth indicators. These are based on Webb's depth of knowledge. These are optional, and they're written to guide progress. Please notice that the standards are not written in grade bands. Remember, we recognize that a student could be anywhere developmentally in regards to social emotional learning. We have created a standards planner on page 18 of your interactive notebook for you to explore the standards more in depth. And we encourage you to reflect on what TSEL looks like for each standard, practice, and growth indicator, maybe for yourself, maybe for your staff, your students, or for your whole building. On page 21 of your interactive notebook, you can check out some resources on how TESOL is aligned to other Oregon initiatives, including an SOESD TESOL and CTE crosswalk. Definitely keep your eyes on this page for more local alignment resources. Okay, next month we will go through steps and resources for stage 2, which is organizing, including assembling a strong SEL team and creating a focused vision for your work. And we will provide foundational learning for all involved stakeholders. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all of your hard work and dedication. Please remember to reach out for support and connection. We will see you next Tuesday at 9 a.m. for our office hours.